Hello guys and welcome to another Destiny video. Today I got something, well first of all let me start out by saying, I know today was supposed to be an Advanced Warfare video, well that didn't happen, so enjoy another Destiny video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Dark Below, the new DLC I think it's called, and I'm going to be talking about the new exotics. I'm going to first start out by saying there's a total of 230 new items into the game. Varying from new activities to like game modes, weapons, armor, legendary. There's a bunch of legendaries, and then they have some new emblems. Yep, can't forget emblems. Some of them actually look pretty good, and huh. Sorry, I was just looking at a rare fusion rifle they're going to be adding, and it looks really, really cool, even though it's just rare. But getting on with, I would normally do a video for each individual weapon, but there's a total of, let's see, really quickly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that'd be 6 videos. I'm not going to whore out the videos, so I'm just going to do a video of all the weapons, and then a video of all the helmets, or not helmets, all the armor. And maybe do some of exotic things if I think it looks deserving of one. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. But, so to get on with this, the first weapon that we're going to be talking about here, let me open up on my computer here, is the 347 Vesta Dynasty? Yeah, Vesta Dynasty. The little label on it is, or the little words below it is, a reef scout hunts for years, fighting piracy and ancient traps to crack one cache and claim the weapons within. It's a scout rifle, by the way, if you haven't noticed. This thing looks really, really cool, actually. It has a high... All its stats are about equal. I'm going to put a link for this website in the description below so you guys can take a look. It doesn't do any elemental damage, but I'll read the types of perks, upgrades it has. So its very first one is Accurized Ballistics. Then you go down, Smooth Ballistics, and then Aggressive Ballistics, which are all the like things to change up the recoil and what like not like that. And so, moving on from there, you have Goliath. Non-precision kills, temporary increase armor stat for 15 seconds. That is actually really, really good. That would be... I could see this being more of a PvE weapon, but either way, it's still pretty good. Now, like raid weapons have, at the very end, have a thing that'll increase the damage you do to a, oracle. And like this, there's one of those things, right below it, not really, it's not, oh wait, now that I look at it, it's not, it's kind of like the Goliath perk, but it's called David. Precision kills increase agility stat for 15 seconds. So, there's actually another stat added on here, which is below the first one. Then you go on to the obviously the very first upgrade damage one, the one that unlocks like your very first damage boost. From there we move to single point sling, switch weapons faster, move quicker while aiming. That's kind of standard. Then you have hammered forged, improve range and accuracy. That's a scout rifle. I could see that being very useful. And then you have perfect balance. This weapon has extremely low recoil. So those look pretty good. And then life support, recovering from near death grants additional ammo and briefly increases reload speed. I like this. I have this on my fusion rifle and another weapon I just got. Very good perk. I love life support. It's such a good perk. And then from there you just had the final 4 upgrade damages, the ones that you use for like what are they called? Like ascendant energy. Yeah. That's all that's left on here. Moving on from there, I have the shotgun category. There's only one exotic scout rifle they're adding. Shotgun. Sweet business. This looks like, if I view it in the 3D model real quick. Well, I can't view it in the 3D model, so screw that. it looks very westernized, like, 1850 cowboy looking thing from the model here at least. And its little logo motto type thing is cha-king, 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 cha-king. 4 times. I don't know if I said it 4 times. I forget. It is a solar damage weapon. I was about to say fire, but solar damage. And something called Thunderer. Yeah, Thunderer. A single trigger pull fires all 4 barrels at once. So it's a 4-barrel shotgun, guys. That is crazy, alright? And so the first thing you have is CQB ballistics, then you have accurized ballistics, and then the field choke, typical on a shotgun. Then you have Who's Next, a kill with the final round magazine, increases reload speed, pretty good. Then you have the upgrade damage, then you move on from there to fitted stock, increases weapon stability, common, hand-loaded. This weapon is effective at an extended range. That is pretty good considering it's a shotgun. And speed reload. Reload this weapon quickly. So, probably the hand-loaded is probably going to be the best. Then you have return to sender. Kills with this weapon grants bonus ammo directed to the magazine. That is actually very, very good. Something I need to note on the stats I'm looking over here. Rate of fire is high, impact is high, but the range is really far down there. Stability is really high up. So I can see this gun being good for probably more like PvP, just because you're gonna go through ammo pretty fast, and your life isn't typically all too long in PvP. So that's why I see it being better in PvP. Moving on from there, you have another shotgun, Lord of Wolves. This thing looks badass. It kind of looks like the Necrochasm, of which we'll get to in just a minute. And I cannot view one of the perks on this thing. I'm not sure why, but its little statement that comes with it is, "By this right alone I rule." So pretty badass. So making you believe it's pretty powerful. Again, this is a solar damage weapon. Smart, and then we go on to the first three is smart drift control, predictable and controllable recoil, penalty to range, soft ballistics, and linear compensator, more predictable recoil, slightly boosts to range and impact, but more recoil. Then from there we have hip fire. This weapon has bonus accuracy while firing from the hip. Then we move to the first upgrade damage perk little thingy. Then from there we go to lightweight weapon. When held, this weapon grants +2 character agility. I never really noticed a difference in that, so whatever. Flared magwell. Reload this weapon even faster. And then you have perfect balance, which is extremely low recoil. And then we have the Devil's Touch, which stacking rapid hits has the chance to set your target on fire. So take that how you will. Then you have the final 4 upgrades of damage. And the impact on this thing is through the roof. It is I imagine this being, again, a good PvP weapon. Like, you will kill your target probably 50% of the time with one shot. From the looks of it, at least. But you never really know until you actually try it. Moving on from there, we have the Necrochasm, the next Vex Mythoclast. Looks really, really sick. Probably going to be one of my favorite weapons. And I'll get to explaining why. So, eternity is very close. Can you feel yourself slipping? That is pretty close. Like, that's badass. Like, but first of all, that's just like, yeah. Then we go on to, it's an exotic with arc damage, okay? So, like, this is probably you're probably gonna get it from beating the raid on hard, because the only exotics that have elemental damage are the Vex and this, and you got the Vex from beating the raid on hard, so this is probably gonna be your hard mode weapon that you're gonna get at the very end for killing whatever boss it is. Then you have accurized ballistics, CQB ballistics, and aggressive ballistics. Did I mention this is an auto rifle, by the way? I forget if I did. But then you have Cursebringer. Precision kills with this weapon frequently trigger a cursed thrall explosion. That is insane. Alright? Like, this is going to dominate in PvP, I'm pretty sure, and definitely PvE. Like, this is going to wreck in PvE. Like, yeah. If only we had it for the Nightfall this week, that arc damage would be very useful. Then you move on to the upgrade damage. Then single point sling switches weapon faster. Flared magwell reload this weapon even faster. And then you have fitted stock increases weapon stability. From there you have rangefinder. Aiming this weapon increases its effective range. Very nice. Then you have the final 4 upgrade damage boosters. The rate of fire on this is all the way at 100, so it maxes out the entire bar. Impact is low, but who needs impact when you have a rate of fire that's through the roof? Magazine is 66, reload is very, very high, and stability is about average. I'd probably say something along the line of the Atheon's Epilogue. From there, we move on to No Land Beyond, the exotic sniper rifle that they'll be adding. Unfortunately, this one does not do any type of damage, like any elemental damage. I wish, but the thing on here, it says every hit blazes the path to our reclamation. Did I read that? Whatever. Then, so it says kinetic damage, and below that it says primary care. This exotic sniper rifle can be equipped in the primary weapon slot. Alright, we have a primary weapon sniper. That explains why there's no element on it. That is badass. If I do say so myself, that is pretty badass. Hopefully it's not going to be a big flop like the, what's it called? Universal Remote, because that was kind of terrible. So to move on with this, you have CQB ballistics, great reduced recoil, less recoil, penalty to impact, and then more range and impact, increased recoil. That is going to be very useless because range on this thing is at 100%. Then you have Mulligan. Missing a shot has a chance to return ammo directly to magazine. Upgrade damage. Then we move on to Lightweight, the thing that grants 2 agility to the character. Snapshot. Aiming this weapon is incredibly fast. And Flared Magwell. Reload this weapon even faster. Then you have the Master. Increased precision kills. Increased precision damage. Kills briefly increased damage against next... What? I swear I read that. That's how it's on the website here. Hold on, let me read that again. Increased precision damage. Kills briefly increases damage against next target. Okay. I don't know why that did not make sense to me the first time I read that, but it didn't. Then you have the final 4 damage upgrade boosters. Magazine is 6. That's about average for a sniper. Or I don't know. I think that's more on the high side of things, actually. Reload is past halfway, the little halfway point on the bar here. And everything else is about average for a sniper. Moving on, you have the final exotic weapon they will be adding with this. The Dragon's Breath. This thing looked really badass, and I would love to have this because it just looks so cool. Well, you'll see a picture of it because I'll be putting it, yeah. Burn the world, burn it all is what it says. That is a pretty cool statement to have on your rocket. If you couldn't tell by that little statement right there, it's a solar damage rocket launcher. Moving on, you have smart drift control, predictable and controllable recoil, penalty to velocity, linear compensator, more predictable recoil, slightly boost to velocity and blast radius, more recoil, and confined launch greatly reduces recoil, significant penalty to velocity. So probably the best thing here is the linear compensator, the thing that increases velocity and blast radius. Probably the best thing right there. Then you have tripod. This launcher's tube can hold 3 shells. Yeah, pretty good. Upgrade damage increases attack power. So that's the first one. Quick draw. This weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. Javelin increases warhead velocity, and heavy payload increases warhead blast radius. This weapon is going to absolutely wreck a lot of things I'll leave it at that. Then Pyromancer. Rounds fired from this weapon leave a solar flare upon detonation. That sounds really freaking cool. And I don't know how they're going to implement that into the game, because I'm not sure what it's going to look like. But however they do, I hope they do it well, because it looks really cool. And then you had the final 4 upgrade damage boosters. So guys, that is pretty much it for this. That is all of the exotic weapons. Let's see how many there are. 1, 2, wait, did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, 6. 6 exotic weapons they'll be adding. There is way more armor they're adding. There's like probably 15 pieces of armor they're adding, but not the point. That'll be in a later video. Subscribe if you want to see that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe like I just said. And you know, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I know it was a bit longer of an episode, or not episode, but a video, but you know, now you know. So guys, until next time, I'll see you then. Peace.